Welcome to In 5 Minutes. In this video, we are going to talk about the internal structure of the cache memory and how the basic operations are performed inside a cache. So, first of all, let's look at the internal structure of cache memory. The data memory present in the cache is often divided in the lines. Each line consists of multiple words stored in for the spatial locality of reference. What do you mean by that? Whenever the data from the main memory is fetched into the cache memory, instead of accessing one byte or one location from the main memory, it accesses a complete block because the data placed consecutive to each other are often referenced repeatedly. That is why, to maintain this spatial locality, entire block is fetched into a particular cache line. So each line or each cache line is going to consist of multiple words. In this particular example, it consists of 4 words. The second structure that is present in the cache memory is cache tag memory. Cache tag memory consists of addresses of locations which are present in the cache data memory. So whenever a particular block from the main memory is fetched into the cache memory, the cache tag memory contains the address of that block. We're going to see it in the example, so that time you will understand this better. So let's have an example to understand the internal structure and the functioning of it. So we have this main memory locations as seen here. Now let's put some addresses and the data in the main memory. So the main memory is addressed by, let's say, 6 bits. So it is total 64 locations are there, and they are addressed. 2 blocks are addressed as shown. Now here each cache line is going to contain 4 words. That is why the main memory is divided into the blocks of 4 words each. So let's put some data in the main memory. So these are the data elements present inside a main memory. And as we saw earlier, the main memory is divided into blocks of 4 words each. Now we want to put these 2 blocks which are shown in the main memory into the cache memory. So let's put the 2 blocks inside a cache memory. So we have these 3 blocks 1100, 1001 and 1110 which are present in the cache memory. So these are the block addresses of these blocks. As you can see, the later 2 bits specify the individual byte inside a particular block. The first 4 bits are going to come as block address, and the cache tag memory is going to contain the block address. And the individual data bytes location is given by the last 2 bits of the memory address, and they are written as for the each column. They are going to address each column. So in this way, the first block from the main memory is placed inside a cache memory. The cache tag memory contains the block address, and each column is going to refer to individual word inside that block. Let's put the second block as well. So basically we have the 2 blocks present in the cache data memory. The cache tag memory contains the addresses of these blocks. Now if you want to access a particular memory location, first we are going to put its address. From this address, the first 4 bits are going to be compared with the tag memory in the cache. So the tag comparison is made to the cache memory. A particular address of a block which is to be accessed is searched inside the tag memory. When a particular block address is present and we want to select an individual word from the line, we have the data selection multiplexer present at the data memory. Depending on the select signal, which is going to be the last 2 bits of the address provided by the CPU, it selects the one particular data. Now let's see one example so that you understand this better. Suppose we want to access the address that is 111010. This is the read operation we want to perform. So first of all, the tag comparison is made. The first 4 bits from the address are block address, and they are compared with all the entries in the cache tag memory, and we have found a match. The cache tag memory, the particular block address is present. That is why, so basically the read hit occurs. So now the entire block is selected as shown, and now it is going to come to the data selection module, and the data selection module is going to select the data based on the last 2 bits from the address. So it is going to select the byte, that is third byte from the block, that is, and the data present at this block is nothing but 9E, and it is going to come as output. So in this way the read operation is performed inside a cache memory. For the write operation, in the similar fashion, the location is accessed through tag comparison and data selection. So I hope you have understood the internal data structure and the tag memories of the cache. In the next videos, we are going to see how exactly the addresses from the main memory are mapped in the cache tag memory. For address mapping, please stay tuned for more. Thank you.